Hello people, hello, and welcome to the stream. So I'm just getting set up here. I'm hoping this is going to be a good position. I'm kind of sitting in my TV. I'm off to the side, but I'll sit here and it's fine. We're going to get started in a second or two. Everything's loaded up. We'll go live. Let's make sure I'm in focus here. 1 second. So guys, I'm just getting the screen so I can see what's going on. That should be good. Maybe just rotate that a little bit. There we go. That should be good. Yeah, we'll get the headset on in a second. Might just clean the lenses as well. The idea is, hey Jeff, thanks for joining, man. Hopefully I'll update on my iPad as usual. It's going really slow, I don't know why. Interesting. Just go into this. I'm just going to get the YouTube one up as well. 1 second. Yeah, so last night, I played this last night when the demo came out. I say last night when I played it when the demo came out. It took something like 7 hours to download and install, which was ridiculous. It was 40 odd gig. So I eventually got it working about midnight last night and it was too late to stream. But I chucked it on, had a shot of it, I thought it was awesome. I know there's some people in the comments saying that they prefer Eve Valkyrie. I know there's an update for Eve Valkyrie, so hopefully that'll be fine when I load up afterwards. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the X-Wing Rogue One X-Wing mission again and have a shot of it because it was really cool. And I think I'll pay a little bit more attention. I think knowing what comes in the demo as well, I can describe it a little bit better to you guys if you're joining for the first time and seeing it for the first time. What I will say is, you'll never understand unless you play it in VR just how cool it is. I personally found this as being one of the best demos, as in like a flying demo. I found Scavenger's Odyssey on VR Worlds is awesome. I really enjoyed that. But there was something about this, maybe just because it's Star Wars, I don't know. But being in there in the cockpit and looking around, and the fact that you can touch all the buttons was really cool. The only thing I would like them to do, if they bring out a full game, maybe a Rogue One or Rogue Squadron game or something on the PlayStation VR, I'd really like them to add move support. Now I know some people are going to say, yeah, but you're in the cockpit, it doesn't make sense having move controllers. But I think it actually does make more sense than ever when you can interact with the buttons. So I think having the dual shock, that's fine because your hands are always on the joystick in the game with the avatar. But I really do think if you had the 2 joysticks, the 2 move controllers, well, you could have one as your joystick anyway, or if you had something like a flight controller, you know, that'd be amazing, something like a flight controller for Star Wars, X-Wing, VR missions or whatever. But I think that'd be really cool. By the way, if I miss your comments on YouTube or Twitch when we're playing, apologies, I will check them periodically. This demo is only about a 20-minute demo anyway, it's not even that long. It's actually amazing, but it's over really too quick. But yes, anyway, like I'd like the move controllers. You could touch with move controllers, fiddle around with things. The fact that you can look out and you can see the wings and everything is so cool. And I really like the way they've done the planets. Criterion have done an amazing job of creating this what looks like a massive scale planet, and it feels like that. There's something about Eve Valkyrie when I've played it. I don't think the worlds in the background look that good, and I think some of the levels look a bit samey, as in you go in, there's loads of debris or something, and then you fly around and you shoot the bad guys. And the fact that you can twist the plane, that does give you a bit of vertigo. And I know you get used to it. I've been getting used to it more and more, so I've been enjoying the game a little bit more. But I think the X-Wing one, the fact that you can't twist, actually works totally fine. The fact that you can see your nose cone of the X-Wing and you can look out and see and everything, it's so cool, so cool. But I'll show you guys it anyway. Like you'll get an idea from what it's like playing it. This stupid thing. 1 second, I'm just going to load up that again. So yeah, I'm going to get the headset on and I'll switch it to the game view. Send in the comments and I'll check them as soon as I can. Hopefully we've got some guys joining us from Facebook and Twitch and stuff like that tonight, and YouTube, sorry. Jeff, yo! Jev's in the house, by the way. Jev will be in the comments as well. Jev's one of our moderators. He's been with us for ages and ages, so if I miss anything, hopefully Jev will pick it up or pass on any info. So, yes, let's get into this, guys. I'm going to show you the cool, one of the cool bits right at the very start, which is awesome. Let's get into the game. By the way, when I go into, I'll get the sound as well. 1 second, I turn the sound off. Let me just get the sound coming through again. There we go. So you guys should have sound now as well. And when I get into the game, although it's cutting off some of the screen there, you should see the full screen when it goes live. Jiv's part of the furniture. Yes, Jiv, you're like the virtual reality. I'm just going to close this Twitch down. There's something with Twitch lately on the iPad. I don't know what they've done, but it never seems to load up the comments properly now. So I'm just closing it off and just seeing if it picks up, maybe if I shut the app down and then load it. Yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, let us know who you are as well. Tell us your name. What's your name and where do you come from? I'm going to get a little pouch for this, by the way. See the box that has the cables going into it? I'm going to get a little pouch for that or something made that you can hold this bit or clip it on at least to your belt, because I think it gets in the way quite a lot. It lies on the floor and then just gets in your way and bugs you a little bit. So I'm going to try and fix that. I'm going to chuck my earphones on. Let me just get this on. Is the Star Wars coming through on YouTube? Is that started properly? Let me just double check that. I don't know if the YouTube one's coming through. Let me just double check. That's December 9:05. That should be coming through. Now, the YouTube one wasn't coming through there for some reason. I don't know why. Continue anyway. Right, I'm hoping that is coming through on YouTube. Yeah, I heard that, Jiv. I've seen the things, the rumour about it, and they've got the games running already. So that's pretty awesome if that's true. Give me 1 second. I'm just making sure this is coming. What's going on with? It looks like we can't get YouTube coming up for some reason. I don't know why. So what's that saying? Right, we're just going to go Twitch then. It looks like YouTube's been funny buggers, so we'll just go Twitch. I think I've got it set to 1080p. I've got it set to 1080p and 60 frames per second for the stream, so it might run a bit crap actually. Hopefully it's good enough for you guys to see it. Now let's get these headphones on and then let's get into the game, people. I can hear a bit better now. I can hear the game. Lenses are looking fine. Right, so this bit coming up is even straight away is really, really cool. Yeah, I don't want to connect. Right, let's get these missions. Where's the mission again? So the last time I played it, as you can see there, my score is a little bit crapper. For some reason, it's not actually that sharp just now. Anyway, my score's a little bit crapper there because when I first started, I tested some stuff. I flew into like the wall. So when it says I've got 3 deaths wherever it was, it's because I jumped into the wall like a tube just to test it, and then that was like, ah, damn, I died. So this time I'll go through and I won't die. I'll try not to die. Dun, 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 dun. Warning. Hi. It's funny, there's always like a bit in the games, it seems a little bit squint. This looks like it's lying a little bit squint, even when you straighten it up. Just make sure I'm straight. I wonder if my camera's lying squint or something. But that's what it is. My camera's always squint. I never even thought about that. You know that if my table where it's on is squint, I'm going to actually get a little bit of, maybe make a little platform that's perfectly level with the spirit level to make sure this camera lies straight. Because I can see it's like angling down a little bit that way. Anyway, let's get into the game. This bit's cool. So I'll show you the bits as well, with the menu bits, where you can go into the X-Wing and just mess around with the buttons before we go into the actual game. Because when you go into the actual game, the mission itself, you then can't muck around with the buttons as much. It doesn't do as much, as far as I'm aware. I think you can still use some of the buttons, but it doesn't do... Well, maybe it does actually. I think there's only two main buttons. One that brings out your scanner, your little screen. Another one that closes your wings and opens them up again. The other buttons don't really do anything, as far as I'm aware. But that's where I was talking about the move controllers. It'd be really cool to have the move controllers, because you can click all the switches and everything. It'd be cool if they'd done more things, like turned lights off, or, you know, just random things like that. Here you go, people. Criterion Games and Dice. So Criterion's not been doing a game for a while, as far as I'm aware. Check this out, people. This here, it's like you're looking right up at it. It's massive, and it gives you a scale. When you were a little kid and you always had the AT-ATs, and then you had the little figures next to them, you always wondered what it'd be like to stand below. This this gives you a nice idea of what it's like size-wise, and the sound. It's so cool. It'd be cool if like the door opened up there. I'm pointing, but obviously that doesn't make any difference to you guys, but for me it makes sense. But up there, if the door opened and Darth Vader or something was there. Right, anyway, that just goes on for ages, by the way. Like, it doesn't stop, I don't think. I sat and looked at this for about 10 minutes just to see how far you go, but nothing happens. So let's get into the game. So this bit takes you into the menu where you can see your X-Wing and you can move around it, as you see here. Now, one of the things I thought was amazing about this is you feel like you're in a hangar. It's got the same kind of audio as in, you imagine you're in a large space and there'd be a ship or a garage or something. That's what it feels like on an auditory level. You guys might not be able to hear it, but on a 3D audio, it sounds like you're in a garage. What's really cool is when you actually go into the X-Wing, it muffles that sound like you're in it and it's blocking it with the windows, with the glass. And it's actually really impressive. So let's just go, I'll go down to, I'll come to the little R2-D2 in a second. And it sounds like there's stuff in the background, with this, the steam going off there. It sounds like there's machines in the background, even though you can't see anything. The bits here, with this, the only thing that bugged me was at the front, you can see like the bolts around the front here. This here again is where the move controllers would be really cool, because then I could show you why they've got a pointer, I don't know why, but anyway. But yeah, you can see like here, this is where the rivets would be. There's just a flat texture. It'd be good if they actually made like attention to detail, especially when you put you right next to this, because you are going to go up to and look at it. It's just natural instinct. Like there, like you can see the points there, and I presume that's steel. Anyway, right, so that's that bit there. This just gives you a look at the different angles of the ship. Now you've got a little bit of a hum from what is probably the engines. It's like, even like the attention to detail, like this cable coming, it looks like it's kind of melting into the ground. But I like the ground, it's like it's got a kind of texture, like a white concrete texture. You imagine if someone painted the white concrete. You could do this with snow as well, but like, let's just assume it's concrete. It's really, really cool. Yeah, and the ship as well. Like, look, I can even see through the gap between the wings there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, let's grab this bit up here. And this is cool. I was having that kind of overlooking stand. And this reminds me of Deep Sea. Is it Deep Sea? I forgot what it's called. The shark dive one where you're on the cage. But yeah, it's really cool. You can see the lights. But I'd love it to have the touch controllers, the move controllers, and move them around. So cool. Anyway, let's get to the front one so you can see a little R2-D2. It's so cool. Again, scale of height. Now I'm obviously sitting. I presume a lot of people will probably stand up for this, but I thought we're going to be in the ship anyway, so I'd rather sit for the whole thing, just keep it nice and smooth and feel like I'm in there. But obviously this is meant to be sort of standing height as far as I'm aware. But this again gives you a good scale of what an R2D2 unit would be height-wise. You know, it's kind of coming maybe just below your waist. He's so cool. Beep, 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 beep. Alright buddy, how's it going? I will name you SmallFryUnify #1. I will call you SFU1. Right, let's go into the ship. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to hear the difference, but hopefully you will. I've got like a kind of echo, like I've not got an echo, I've got my mic on the speaker, the little microphone, so I can hear myself talking so I don't shout too loud. But when I go in, I'm hoping you'll hear the difference in the audio, so I'll go quiet for a second so you can hear all this. Now let's go in the ship and listen to the difference. Well, we're outside the ship first, but when I go in a second. So even just here, guys, like before I actually jump into the seat, look at this. So it's even like the attention to detail here is so cool. Like all the little cables and valves and stuff like that is amazing. You can see that your little computer that comes out there, all the buttons. It just looks amazing. And it's even stuff like that. Look at this, like the glass. It's nice and clear there, so you can see through. When you come to this one, when you've got a double layer of glass, you can see the texture in the glass, so it looks like it's got that kind of, it's less opaque. It's so cool. And there's where like our little R2D2 unit will sit in a second. SFU1 will sit there, since he's our co-pilot now. So let's jump in. So again, the sound will go quiet for a second. How cool is that? Right, I'm just going to straighten up my screen again. There you go. Yeah, so like I said, it kind of muffles the sound. I can't hear SFU1, but he's in behind me anyway now, look. Alright, pal. This is awesome. Even playing it for the second time is just so cool. Now, a lot of guys just jump straight in here. It tells you, look here, and press it, and people go straight into the mission. But I just messed around for a little while, so all these buttons here, you can press all these buttons, you can click all the switches. Most of them don't do anything, but let's go through and press. Makes a noise at least. I can imagine like a flight game, you know how people play flight simulators and you have to learn all the buttons and everything. Don't press that straight away, by the way, because you'll just jump straight into the mission. There's no rush. But yeah, I can imagine it's like a flight game where you do all your checks and system checks. This is why I'm so looking forward to Bridge Commander, Star Trek Bridge Commander. And I know that Michael, if you've listened to our Gamify 24/7 podcast, Michael's looking forward to this as well. It's probably going to convince him to buy a VR. But I'm looking forward to us like jumping in. If Michael jumps, that'll be awesome. We'll jump in. We'll be like, "Yes, Commander, have you checked the rear shields?" And be like, "Yes," pressing the buttons. Geeky as hell, but brilliant. Right, let's click on these. Look, so that one there does a little. I'll bring that in a second. Is the one over this side as well? It might be, but I'll check that in a second. Oh! Right, that is some steam there. Don't know what that one does. That's him getting a tickle. I don't know what that does. There's some of them I don't know what they do, they just make noises. I don't know if they're actually doing something in the background. Name a clickable. If that was clickable. Yeah, this is here what I'm saying. Like obviously with a dual stick, you can't see your avatar right now. When you go into the game, you're sitting here and you've got both hands on this joystick here. But I like it if, you know, if it was a actual flight controller where, you know how they've got the touch controllers now for the Oculus Rift. It's actually got like it senses if your fingers are resting, a capacitive area. So if you rest your thumb or your index finger, it recognises that. That's how they can do the gestures like pointing or grabbing with the thumb. I'd really like if they'd come out with something for PlayStation VR. I don't know if it's even doable, I presume it is. But if they came out with like a flight stick for this and other flight games where it would sense if your hand's on the joystick, so when you take your hand off, your hand and your avatar would move away as well. But then when you put it back on, it'd go and pull it back up. That would make you feel really in the moment. That'd be amazing. But then you could sort of just move around it. It'd sense where you're moving, so you'd see that in real time. But it means you could have things like you could have like a move control, let's say, for your left hand, and you could have like the flight stick. So you could have your flight stick there, your left hand, it'd be pressing the buttons and stuff. That'd be amazing, especially in something like this, flying with one hand and pressing the buttons, looking and pressing it with your move controller. Because then you could sit there and go, all right, the button's there. Whilst you're flying, you'd be shooting and going, oh, pressing the button. That'd be cool. Now, a couple of other buttons, let's press the other buttons. Don't know what that one does. That opens up your wings. So you see my wings open in there. I don't know what that one does, that's weird. But that closes them again. When you're in the game, you can actually use that as well. So you can actually use both of these in the game, by the way. No buttons there. So these two and these two just seem to do stuff with SFU1. It's cool, man. I've got them all on. Now I've got everything on. I'm going to actually bring my little screen out again. And the screen, you can't press any buttons in here. And yeah, it's like, this looks visually good. It's a little bit blurry. It's probably a little bit blurry when you guys have seen it as well. Let's see if I can sharpen this up a little bit. It's a little bit sharper when I do that, which is weird. Yeah, that's a little bit better for me. But yeah, it's not the sharpest. But it'd be cool if this actually moved. And when again, I'll see if this actually changes. I know the numbers change. Yeah, there. But you can't press any buttons. I've got a little bit of movement. It's a bit annoying there. Look at that. Probably my hand blocking it. Yeah, probably. What we'll do is we'll get in. Let's put this away. I'll bring it up when we get back in. So this is stuff. Now, the last time I went as the girl, sure goes the guy. He looks like Han Solo. Look. That actually looks like Han Solo. Anyway, mission briefing. Regroup with the Red Squadron and take up an escort pattern around the fleet. Stay close and be alert to any Imperial activity. I'll go as the guys this time just to make a difference, just to change it. But I did do the girl the last time. Equal opportunities and all that jazz. By the way, if you're joining us on YouTube, well, you're not on YouTube, so I'll take that back. If you're joining us on Twitch for the first time, thanks for joining us. Great to have you here. Welcome to SmallFryUnify Games Lounge. This is our live streams we do. Do a couple of these a week normally, unless we're sick or ill, which we have been for the last month. But anyway, thanks for joining us. If you're liking the streams, remember, give us a subscribe or a follow. That'd be amazing. Right, let's jump into this. Oops, hold this. I'm actually looking forward to this because now I remember where the buttons are. There was actually, I'll stop talking because we're going to go into the mission. So this bit here is cool, just starting off. Check this out, guys. It's like we've got a spiral galaxy spinning away, looks amazing. You can look out your window. Now this, by the way, is absolutely amazing. And it is working now, that's amazing, cool. You see I've got my avatar here. There's my buddies. Where are you, buddies? This is incredible, by the way, this is awesome. And the movement, by the way, it's really smooth, and it feels like there's a little bit of a weight to the machine. This is what I imagine flying a ship in space would be like. It's cool. Got a little speed bar there. Patrol the fleet. It's like flying around these ships. And I had some of these as kids, as a kid. I had some of these toys. This is so cool, by the way, guys. It's like, it's really hard to describe just how cool this is. And EA, Criterion, DICE, whatever the team up is, they need to get this turned into a full Rogue Squadron game, man. This is awesome. The thing is, this galaxy seems like a flat texture, which is weird because when you see the planets, when you see the planets in a second, they look amazing. This is cool. Hi, buddy. So cool. I love that kicks in the tune there as a ta-da! Come on, come get some. Oh, sorry, bud. I've got a hot mic. So now they've all got their own little R2-D2s. Now we're good, pal, we're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this is so cool, just flying around in your X-Wing. Even just this bit is cool. Whoa! Oh, let's try to be a bit too smart there. This here, by the way, just to get your side. Look at that, like look at that asteroid belt, sort of kind of thing. Is that not the coolest thing ever? And there's the planet. Look at that, guys. This is what's amazing. Check this out. That looks like a believable planet. It's phenomenal. And you've got the asteroid belt that goes all the way around there to the right. You can see it going around the planet. You know what I mean? I'll keep you alive, pal. Don't worry about it. This is so cool, guys. Just even the sound of that ship above me. Wow, this is so cool, guys. So cool, man, so cool. Let's see if I can see their R2-D2 units. Oh! Come here, you little punk. I've got my shield as well. You've got a shield you can put up like that, so there, that's why it's got that sort of kind of blue tint now. Whoa! Yeah, we got a Star Destroyer, guys. Oh, we got a Star Destroyer. Get my shield up. Come on, dude. Get me back in the game. We're back in the game. Let's get these TIE fighters. So cool. Oh! I actually got hit by, I went right into him. Damn, it was annoying. I'm coming, dude. Oh. No worries, pal. Oh. Yeah, look at that, guys. Does that look phenomenal? But the TIE fighters are away. Beat it, TIE fighters. Oh, damn, it died again. God, say I'm flying like a total chump. How about pal? Cool. I did fly like a chump there. I died twice, which was annoying. There's back in the fleet. Look at this, guys. Check this out. Look at that. That's amazing. Red 4 standing by. Yeah, we're looking good, guys. We're looking good. No worries, pal. No worries. Look at that planet, guys. Doesn't that look amazing? I hope she is too. Now, obviously, this ties in with Rogue One, the new film. So I assume the pilot's the girl. And there's probably tattooing or something. Good. So I fly around quite slow here. No. It'd be cool if we could just fly around here a little bit more and just enjoy it, which I'm going to try and do. They might force me into the space. Imagine a Star Trek game like this. It'd be amazing. Is it going to force me into this? I don't know why I go there. That's so cool. So I can hear the noises of the ships and stuff. It's so cool. When I fly there, I wonder how long you can just actually fly around for like this. That's so cool, man. Yeah, imagine like a Star Trek game like this if we can get Bridge Commander. Ah, it's making me go right, okay. Right, so I clearly do have to do this bit. I like how they're just waiting for me. It's so cool, you've got a whole squadron of like X-Wings. Let's finish this off. There you go. Then it goes into autopilot. So we're still a little bit off. I was too busy mucking around there. Lives used to. That was annoying. I can't believe I died twice. So I died. That's the death one. That should have been 0. Protector. Bravo 1 survives with more than 50% shields. Yeah, obviously screwed that up. Clear skies. What's that? Kill 72 TIE fighters. That's going to be my goal. By the way, I could come into this every single time because obviously when you're flying, it's different every single time. So, no, obviously the story about the killing the X-Wings. Right, guys, I'm just going to go and check the comments 1 second. We'll come back to E-Valkyrie in a second as well. We'll go back into that. Let me just check to see what you guys are saying because the iPads will bring up the comments. Does it look so blurry? Alright, okay, yeah, it looks a bit shit in that, Jeff, I know. Which is annoying. Let me just see. It's like the player is taking their glasses off. We've been rooting now, this looks okay. I would sound like a PlayStation VR downer, but this just makes me all the more excited about PC-based VR, yep. Because you're limited to small areas on PlayStation 4, but it's limitless on PC, so perhaps someday we can play Star Citizen. Exactly, Jeff. That's what I'm looking forward to as well. Star Citizen in VR with a good enough PC. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that's... I'm a bit annoyed I died there twice. Once I was going to put it onto the studio shot. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed I died twice there. I was trying to be careful as well. Damn it. I don't know if like the first time I flew into one of the TIE fighters, and then the second time I think I just got shot. So that was my own fault. But yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool playing that. And I think if they came out with a full-on game, that would be amazing. I mean, it's like I'm surprised how good that is just for a demo. I had to buy the game, £10 it cost me, but I've got Battlefront now, so at least I've got the game, and yeah, an extra £10 to buy that. Which is funny because in the US store they give you a $10 credit for some reason, but I didn't notice that until after I bought the goddamn game, so I ended up having to pay for it. We're going to go into E-Valkyrie in a minute. I'm going to play some E-Valkyrie. Hopefully my brain can handle it. I'm going to chew some ginger and I'm going to drink some tea and try and get rid of any, because I was trying to go a bit more crazy there by rotating around, not spinning the shit, but like flying around. So as I can feel that my head's a little bit wonky. But yeah, On the social screen, I don't know how good it is on the social screen. I've got the TV off here, although I'm sitting in front of the TV. I've got the TV off, so I can't see that. I do know when it streams, it does go through a little bit like lower quality. That'd be good if you could get something where you could see it a bit better quality and you guys could see that more. But I suppose there's nothing we can do about that. I'm just putting up a test comment here. This chat is doing my head in. Now let me just go into this. I'm trying to see if I can get these comments coming up. I know you're commenting there, Jeff, so it's just have to keep getting up and down. Big Road Squadron, yeah. It's really cool. It is really cool. And if they had like more missions with that kind of stuff, it'd be amazing. So, what's this not working for? Why? Why you no work, man? You know, I wonder if it's because I've got a VPN on my iPad. Let me just double check that. Maybe that's blocking it or something, or causing some sort of kind of problem. Valkyrie, let's jump into that. I'm going to get this up and just see if it's got the update. Hopefully that's installed. Fingers crossed, so I don't have to wait for it. If I do have to wait for it, I'll be crying. I'm just going to this with my controller. What's that saying there? Wait 1 second. Wait a minute, did this have gestures? Fire, soft lock hold, left card ability. What? Aim, select, boost. Well, I think that's when you're playing it normally, isn't it? Turbo lasers. What? What? Weird. I'm going to assume that's when you're playing it without VR. Anyway, let's exit this VR mission. Yes, I want to exit. I'm going to go to the menu, I'm going to load up Valkyrie and see if it's got the update. I'll decide if I remove the headset, pal. What I do know is this. You know, it's all relative to how much money you've got, but on the basis of the other VR headsets, the PlayStation VR is the cheapest one, and I think even with just like these demos coming out, yeah, I want the full games there. I think even as we're waiting for big epic things to come out, I've actually got a disc coming up. Whilst we're waiting for the big games to come out like Resident Evil or Farpoint, which everyone seems to be raving about right now, I think this is cool. It just gives you an idea of what potential there is and what we're probably or hopefully going to get down the line. I'm just chucking Valkyrie here, 1 second. In fact, is it already in? I'm confusing myself here. Have I moved that to somewhere else? Right, let me just get this back in its box. Oh, I lose my chat is possibly loaded up. Let's just check this. Test, although it's not showing the other stuff. Test. Well, hey, did that work? It's going to take about 10 seconds to show up on the actual stream, but I might actually have comments back working again. Yes! Yeah, I wonder if that was my VPN then was causing the problem there. What a total pain in the ass. Anyway guys, that's it looks like the comments are working there, so if you post a comment I'll be able to see it when I take off the headset, a bit easier. So apologies for that, it took bloody ages to work that out. Right, let's jump into this, let's see what it says about e-Valkyrie. I will switch it over to the game shop once I get this set up, just so I know what's going on. Just double check this. By the way, if you're joining for the first time and you're having issues with your PlayStation VR, one of the things that Yoshida, whatever his name is, I forgot how he pronounces his bloody name. Anyway, the PlayStation main guy was saying what to do is just sit with your head still for 10 seconds and it should calibrate, so I'm just going to do that for 10 seconds. So there we go. What's that talking about? Right, so that's saying update file installed 53 minutes ago. So that looks like I've potentially got an update. So let's jump in. Yeah, let's close that. So we should be in the new version of this. Right, let me just go and chuck the social screen back over to the game itself. That should be a bit better, guys. It will pop up in a second. I've got this all twisted and tangled. I'm just getting the headphones on first. Yeah, once you get rid of these stupid cables, this will be so much better. So much better. Now I can't play competitively online because I've not got the PlayStation Network yet. I am going to be getting that very soon though, because there is a couple of games where I want you to have the PlayStation Network to go online for any online stuff. And it's bugging me, so I will get that at some stage. Alright, let's just straighten this up. Right, so the combat multiplayer, we can't do that. The quartermaster is just for the ships, I think. Single player is what we have been doing. Daily challenges, I presume that's going to be online as well, maybe. Let's have a look and see actually. Clash requirements, kill any 15 ships. Kill 10 fighter class. Yeah, we don't do that. Let's go to the single player. Let's see if it's got this new mission. So, I'm going to do the training one. Did 100% of that, which was, what was that one again actually? Live memory, okay. Let's try this. I don't know if it tells you what the new mission is. I'm going to assume it's in here somewhere. Oh, do you know what, guys? Is this the new one here? Yeah, this is it. This is the brand new one. Yes, let's try it out. Let's jump into it. Yeah, there's something, I don't know what it is, there's something about Eve Valkyrie where, I don't know if it's just the hanger part, like this, and when you're sort of sitting on the edge, it doesn't quite feel right for some reason. I'm going to assume that's my heavy ship. This is cool and everything, but you do want to touch stuff. Again, I want to press things. Now, you know what's weird is I've just been playing. I've just been playing the X-Wing, so I've been moving the ship. This now rotates it. It's hard to actually get used to the rotation. That's what chucks you off in this game. It makes you feel, like I can already feel it. Just got my brain's, oh man. Well, I tell you, this looks quite visually impressive. It looks like they've updated some of the visuals, maybe? I don't know. Is this their... Weren't they saying this was the first patch they've done for PlayStation 4 Pro? So we'll be flying. This is quite a cool ship, this. No, the ship I mean like the structure, sorry, not the ship, structure. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that's like throws your brain totally off. Oops. Alright, sorry, I haven't been daft here. I've went into this. This is the one where you can't actually fight anything, so you're just searching for stuff. One minute. I'm sure this transports you to the other side. Yeah, it's cool. This looks really cool, actually. This is probably one of their better looking levels. Let's have a look at this Earth, or world. See, that looks cool, but there's something about it, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't feel massive. Like, it looks massive. And I'm pretty sure you'd be able to do this in real life. But if you look at the X-Wing one, it's like, it takes it like completely off the screen and it goes into darkness. It's like I'm seeing too much of this. It's like, it's too clean. I want it to go into darkness. It's like, oh man. It's like they're always facing the light or something. You blow up some of these. I know they said in the developer thing you can actually fly around these. Let's see if I can. See, that's bullshit, because they said you could actually go into them. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Yeah, it's like, it's hard to get used to this spin, this rotation here. That's what throws you off. And when you're turning like this, that's fine. Your brain can sort of kind of cope with that. See, when you start turning like that and then going, whoa, that's when your head starts. Whoa, so your brain has to catch up with it. Right, let's see if I can come back out of this. I want to go to the actual one where you're doing the mission. I found 2 of them already, so there's only 2 more, right? Okay. Right, let's go into. So this is just the ghost one, isn't it? That's just floating around, echoes of ghosts. It's actually the missions we want to do, this here. Although this makes me think there should be something in here for this. No, there's not. Which is strange. I'm going to assume they've got something in here. There we go. Right, so this is the one where you actually fly. And you're fighting people. So let's go and try this one. What I might do is, since I've been I'm going novice. I'm going to take the normal ship, the Scarab or whatever the hell it's called. I'm going to take that just because I think that's going to be, even though it's got the spin and the rotation, it's going to be more like the Rogue Squadron. So I'll take the Spectre. Hello, I will take your Spectre. Yeah, has it put me in the exact same ship? It has. I need to change my ship. For some reason I thought that changes your bloody ship there. I've never actually looked at this. That's quite cool. I don't want to continue. Right, I want to change my ship. Allow me to change my ship, you punk. Yeah, is that right? That's what my ship is. It's tell me that's a Spectre, right? Okay. Now let's come. Fuck off. Right, I'll have to come out of that again. Right, I think I get it now. So that is the Spectre. So let's go and get my other ship. I think on my other ship as well, I think I added some upgrades to it, so it was a little bit cooler. So, what is that? I've got one of these heavy ships. Sentry, displacer, spur. Wait a minute. What? Ah, cool. By the way, I didn't even know you could do this with the ships, by the way. How much a tube am I? See, I'm tempted to try that. I like the names of them. Guardian Sentinel. Revenant. A phantom. Well, I can't get that anyway. So that must be the one I've got, the Banshee. Is it? No, I'm talking bollocks, because I've got the... Right. Let's see what we've got ship-wise. He's fast at least. I'm pretty sure in my ship I've actually updated them quite a lot. Yeah, I think this is my normal ship, and I'm sure I've customized this. This is the upgrades I've done there. Yeah. So capacity increase, the armor increase, shield increase. Does that tell me I can buy them? Is that what I did? Right. So that's what they gave me. You see they're going green on the bits. The capacity, I don't know what that is, but anyway. Let's customize, let's go into this one. What is that? 200, what? Are you kidding? 240,000. Bit of a rip-off for this place. I just wanted actually some weapons. Right. Right. So that's what I've got there. What's that then? So unlocks. Extra options make a difference. Purchase launch tube. What? Alright, let's buy it. A decisive choice. Cool. Assign. Ah. Oh, that's my heavy ship. Right. Okay. Right. So I get you now. So you can have 4 ships. So you can have, I could have one each essentially. And you get a support ship at some point as well, even though I've not got any support ships. There's none in there. Eh? Alright, you must... Really? Oh, it was the legendaries that had none, wasn't it? Right, let's go into this. So I'm assigned to the Wraith. Jump into this now. Let's go Novice again. Right, let's jump into this. Right, so you'd have your 4 ships there, and that selection. Right, now it makes a bit more sense. So this game is like, I actually think there's quite a steep learning curve to this game. Yes, begin system stream. Engines online. I love this bit, it's so cool. Right, so I feel like I'm back on. So that's the thing. I'm just gonna pause this for a second, guys. If I can pause it. This is the difference between the X-Wing and Valkyrie. I know people will love the speed of Valkyrie because you can swing really fast, but I think that's what causes it to make people a bit sick, me included. The X-Wing one, it's just so much slower for moving that it feels a bit better for training. So what I'm going to say is, X-Wing is probably a better game if you're prone to motion sickness, to help you build your VR legs or improve your VR legs, so to speak. Whoa! Now, this is, I'll probably take a bit of time to use this again. I'm doing this like the shooting from the X-Wing. God damn it. I need to get closer to the ship. I'm too far away. So, like the dev was saying, I'm using this for my cover to try and get away from some missiles. To use this to like I'm wasted. God damn it, I've done terrible there. I played like crap there. 6. Jesus. I think I was meant to kind of take them out before they even built up. What did he get to wave 11? Christ, I've done terrible. Oh. I'm just going to come in this for a second, guys. So I'm feeling a wee woozy. So I'm just going to take a break for a couple of minutes. Whoa. Feet's a wee bit wonky there. Yeah. Give me some ginger. Let me get some ginger. I'll eat this little Christmas mince pie as well. That's a good idea. Yeah, so I think X-Wing's probably quite a good one to maybe just build up your tolerance to VR. And it's really cool. It's a little bit easier to fly, a bit easier in the brain to comprehend. Valkyrie, I think it's just a bit more sort of kind of hardcore. And guys, I'm going to finish up there anyway, just because I feel a bit woozy. What we'll do is, we'll get back to regular stream with Valkyrie next week or Until Dawn. I'll maybe do Valkyrie on the Tuesday and Until Dawn on the Wednesday. But we're going to have on Friday. On Friday we're going to have The Last Guardian with Connor. Connor's going to be playing that, so we'll have that in the studio on Friday, 9 o'clock. I think it is. We've got 7 PM maybe. Let me just double check that. I've got 7 PM there. But we'll have that in here, so we'll be opening that up. It's just the normal version. I tried to get the press kit version, but Sony said they're totally out of press kit versions. Can't seem to win with these guys. But anyway, idea will be we'll get Last Guardian in here. We'll play that for a few hours on Friday with you guys on the stream live. Connor's then going to take away and play the game and do a review in it for SmallFryUnify for Games Lounge. And we're going to be getting a page made up with some reviews. We've actually got about 5 reviews ready to rock and roll very quickly. So they're done by Connor and they're really cool. So we're just working on the format and structure for the page. Once that's ready, we'll get it coded, get it done, and get it up and start putting reviews up there, start putting the streams up there as well. So they'll be taking them from YouTube. It means you can just come to that page and find the latest streams or latest reviews. So that should be a little bit cooler. It should give a bit more content to the website as well, just making that a bit more of a hub for the stuff for SmallFryUnify. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday, 7 PM onwards. So hopefully we'll enjoy catching up with you guys there. And yeah, let us know what you think of the X-Wing Rogue One X-Wing mission and what you think of that compared to Valkyrie, if you've got the game or if you've tried it out yourself. Has the X-Wing thing inspired you to get a PlayStation VR, or is it just something that would be alright? I'm pretty sure they're going to be making a full game on that, but anyway. Jiv, you mentioned the GameCube ports or backwards compatibility with the Switch. That's pretty cool if that's true. It looks like Eurogamer's got a big list and it's been confirmed or reiterated to them by several different people, so that looks like it's happening. Finally, GameCube games should have been on the Wii U, but anyway, I just hope they make it so they're not too expensive and it's not one game a week or something like that. You know, they really need to get this whole thing set up. Nintendo should have been working on this for the last 10 years. They need to get the whole catalogue of games, if possible, ready to go on the virtual console. So when you get the Switch, you go on there and it's got a whole library of GameCube games. That's what would draw people back in. Maybe not GameCube games specifically, but GameCube, NES, SNES, Game Boy Advance, Virtual Boy. Get Virtual Boy on here, man. Get it on the console, the 3DS. But they need to get their virtual console stuff sorted out, even just for Nintendo's own platforms. Get that sorted out. You can jump in, you can get any game straight away. People will pay for it. People will buy it, they'll upgrade, they'll do whatever. And then start adding other consoles. Mega Drive, Neo Geo. Get the Dreamcast in there, man. The Dreamcast would be amazing. Now, if they can play GameCube games, they can play Dreamcast games. Get Dreamcast in there. Do a deal with Sega and get that in there. That'd be phenomenal. I'd buy some of the games, maybe. I'd see. But anyway, yes. Shenmue. We'd have Shenmue as well. You can get Shenmue on the Switch. Ah, how cool would that be? Right, guys, I'm going to dive off. Have a good evening. I'll catch you on Friday. And remember to check out the Gamify podcast. Episode 6 was going to be out at the start of the week, but we just had a little bit of a delay due to some personal issues. But we'll get that sorted out. It's going to be coming up in the next, probably maybe tomorrow or the next day. But we'll have that up as soon as we can. Loads to talk about in it regarding the Game Awards, the PlayStation Experience, other stuff about the guest coming in from Oculus Rift, or Oculus, who's a tester for Oculus. So yeah, we'll get that up ASAP and you can check out. Remember, if you've not given a review on iTunes, give a review. Let us know on iTunes what you think of it. The more we get there, the better. And we'll catch you guys on Friday. Bye!